Let's do a story time about how I was called to become a Reiki practitioner. Don't mind those boxes in the back. I just moved into my new home. So boom, rewind to last year. Around like February of 2025, I just kept seeing something called Reiki, like Reiki, energy healing, Reiki. But I was not paying any attention to it, but I was hearing about it. This was also around the same time that I was getting my certification in energy medicine. I went to do an aura reading. Now, for those of you that don't know what an aura reading is, they take a picture of your aura. And depending on the colors of your aura, you'll receive a reading based off what those colors mean, okay? The place I was looking to get my aura reading done, the only appointment that they had was on my birthday, the following month, which was in April. That was the only time that they had aura readings available, which I also thought was like, Okay. So boom, fast forward, I go to the aura reading. I go in there to get my aura reading and he takes my picture, but the printer, he was having issues with the printer. The printer was not connecting to the laptop. So this was like a 15-minute ordeal of him being like flustered with trying to get the computer to the printer to operate. And he was just like, kept apologizing. He was just like, I'm so sorry. This was just working. I just made sure everything was working before you got here. This normally never happens. All the things, right? And me, just customer service 101 is, as the customer, I know to just chill, because if I show in me being impatient, that's just going to add on to him being flustered. So I was just really chilling because I knew that it was just going to work out. I was just like, I'm going to get my report. So it's just going to work out. So I was just chilling. I was calm. After about 15 minutes, finally, he got the printer to operate and it printed my report. Once it started printing my report, he looks at me, he goes, do you meditate? And I was like, yeah, I actually meditate every morning. He was like, because your energy is very calm. He was like, during that whole ordeal, you were just super calm. While I'm like flustered, you were very zen. You were like, it was peaceful. And I just explained to him, like, and I need your nervous system regulated so you get this figured out. Okay. So, and then he prints it off and he looks at the colors and he said, have you ever tried Reiki? And I was like, no, but I've been seeing it pop up. And that's the thing too, just real quick disclaimer, that's how spirit connects. Like, I'm someone where I gotta see it a couple times to know, like, okay, it's for me. I'm not a person where, oh, this is my first time, I'm hopping on it. I'm a person where I gotta see it and then I'm like, okay, you trying to get my attention? Okay, cool. So when he mentioned it, I was like, and he was like, you would be really great at Reiki because your energy is very zen. You're very calm. Even when chaos is happening around you, you don't let your energy doesn't waver, period. And so I was like, I'm going to look into that. Got. And so when he looked at my chart, he looked at the colors and it was like green and blues and yellows. And he's like, one of the first things that popped up, he was like, you're a natural healer. Like, you're a natural healer. And I just was like, oh, this is something that I already was becoming more aware of. But it was just cool to actually see that my energy is in alignment with that. Reading was over. I go back. I go home, mind my business. Mind you, it's my birthday. So I'm doing this on my birthday. And so I get out of there, go back, go mind my business, this, that, and the third. I open my Instagram. And one of the ladies that I follow on there, she's also a Reiki master. And she posted, the first thing I see on Instagram, she posted Reiki training. I'm, hosting a Reiki training course, gotta, this, that, and the third. And so I'm like, By this point, I already know it's not a coincidence. So even though at that time I was like, don't really know what Reiki per se is, but I understand that it is energy healing and things of that sort. Mind you, again, I'm already getting my certification in energy medicine. So, and in that certification, it briefly touched on Reiki. But so I still had questions like, what is Reiki? What is Reiki? But me understanding the importance of being obedient and understanding how spirit communicates with me, I'm like, okay, even though I don't know what it is, I'm signing up for it because not only do I trust the Reiki master, I'm curious now. So I signed up for it. And when you get into those type of classes, they're like, so what called you here? And I'm just really like, it's not that I don't know why I'm here, but I don't know why I'm here. Like, I'm literally just following the things that lights me up, the things that I'm curious about. And that's the most important thing if you receive anything from this story time, is the importance of following what the things that you are curious about, and not letting fear or lack thereof of knowledge not push you to go pursue something that you know your spirit is signaling and guiding you to do. Yeah, so boom, I get my Reiki certification. The whole 2025 was really me studying and doing my due diligence and studying myself, also studying the things that I'm called to do for the collective. So then that fall, I ended up getting my certification in sound healing. So I say all that to say the importance of following the things that you're curious about, because I didn't realize that Reiki now is part of the foundation of my business, the Sacred Collective. Sound healing and energy healing is the foundations of the Sacred Collective. Now, I didn't even realize that. And had I talked myself out of becoming a Reiki practitioner because, I didn't know what that means, or I don't understand it, whatever the case may be, I would have delayed what was for me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't miss what's for you, but you definitely can delay it when you constantly downplay the signs, or you overlook the signs, or you just chalk it up to being like, oh no, that's not for me. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why it's very important to build your relationship with spirit, build your relationship with the creator, so that you understand what signs are for you. Because when it comes to following signs, it's not something that you can call somebody and be like, so I've seen this, what do you think? That sign is not for them. So it's going to go over their head. It's for you, and you have to trust that. And there's such a huge reward in trusting that obedience. And because that's what faith is. Faith, when people say they have faith and people have trust issues, it's not going to add up. Because in order to have faith, you have to trust what you do not see. You have to trust that it's going to work out for you. You have to trust that you are being led to something that is bigger than you. So fast forward to now, I have my own one-on-one private healing space where I can hold that space for you and your healing as a Reiki practitioner. So